What's up, people? I'm back here in Quinlan, Texas at the Derksen dealer. I've done a few videos at the same property, some repo videos, some of the new buildings that they built. I'll link those at the end of this video. But today's video is going to show you guys how these buildings actually hold up when it comes to rain. And just a disclaimer, I do not work for this company. I'm just out here looking around, showing you guys how these buildings stand up to the rain. So I know from experience, I have a 16 by 50 Derksen shed. Every single time it rained, there would be a puddle by the front door and a puddle by the back door. Since then, it has been fixed. I've also built a front patio and a back patio to cover that as well. But I'm going to take you around here and show you all the buildings that they have and see if we can find any leaks. So I'll take you over to this one first. I've shown this one before. This is a repo. I believe this one is a 16 by 40. You can see some of the stuff that they did, which is pretty crazy. I showed this in my other video. Look at that. This is where they hooked on their staircase inside. That I can't fault the people for if there's leaks, but over here, these windows look like they were put in by the actual business, and the whole windowsill is wet right here. So this window has been leaking. It's also covered by the front patio, so that tells you how much rain could still get in here. On this side over here, this one actually looks pretty dry, so they did good on this one. We'll go check back here in the back. This building's leaning, by the way. This one looks like it's had some rain damage as well, as you can see. These are just the cheap windows that they put in. I would recommend buying your own windows and putting them in yourself. This one doesn't look like it's leaking at all though. So it looks like 2 out of the 4 windows were leaking on this one. So this next building I'm going to, this is a newer one out here. This one looks like it just got repoed. I would guess that it's about a 16 by 50. So let's get up over here and let's see how this building stands up to the rain. All right, people, so this building behind me, this one looks to be a 16 by 50 as well. This one looks kind of beat up. Let's go inside and check it out. All right, so the first thing I noticed on this one is that this window has been smashed in. All the glass is broke on it, so I guess I can't fault the company if there's any leaks here. But down here on the door frame, it does look like there is water damage all right here, which, like I said, that's what happened at my place too before we fixed it. Go ahead and walk in here. Looks like this is an open concept kitchen and living room area. This corner over here was the kitchen. They started putting up all the sheetrock. This building's got a weird smell to it. I will say these windows right here do look a little bit better than the other shed that I just showed you. These windows are open, so I can't judge this building itself for these windows leaking, but we'll go check in the back over there and see if there's any windows that are closed and see if we can find any water damage. All right, so this room over here seems to be a small bedroom, possibly an 8 by 12. They just got the sheetrock up on the walls, not on the ceiling. It looks like there may be a little bit of water damage right up there, which is kind of consistent with the way the floor is. It looks like there was water down here as well. Like I said, the windows on this one, they're not bad. I would rather have the double pane windows, but these are the ones that they usually put in with the building. This one definitely needs a lot of work. And then right across from that bedroom is a small bathroom. Looks to be maybe a 4 by 8. This is a stand-up shower that they were gonna install. This one actually had sheetrock on the ceiling for the most part. But I do notice down here a big wet spot, a fresh wet spot. So that's telling me that it's been leaking here possibly either today or this week. A little bit of wetness over there. But over here, this window seems like it's sealed up pretty decent. I noticed that this 2 by 4 is a little bit wet, and then down here there's some water damage as well. That could have just been from these people that were building the shower or leaking somewhere up here in the ceiling. Here's another big wet spot in the middle of the, I guess, hallway that they have. And then over here looks like a little washer dryer area, a couple more wet spots. I'm assuming it's having to leak somewhere from the ceiling. I never had any issues with the ceiling leaking on mine, but they're all made just a little bit different. Looks like a little bit of mold or something in there. And then this looks to be the master bedroom. There's just wet spots all over the floor in here. all around here, it definitely got a lot of rain in it. It could have been these people just kept the windows open or the window leaking. I'm not sure since this is a repo. But the floor is definitely all wet. A bunch of wet spots over here. There's a couple over there on the floor. They only got one piece of sheetrock up on the ceiling in here. And then this back here, I'm assuming it's either gonna be a closet or a bathroom. It's not much done in here. There's a hole down there. Actually, this was a bathroom. This is where the toilet was. Looks like maybe a little bit of water damage around there as well. But over here, the window seems fine. This one's open too. It's just hit or miss with some of these buildings. I don't have any prices on these buildings today, but if you want, you can just look them up online. It's here in Quinlan, Texas at the Derksen dealer and see what they're gonna charge for this repo. I would probably go with the new building. I wouldn't get a repo. That's just me, but everybody's different. This might save you a little bit of money, but looks like you have to do a lot of work to fix all these mistakes that these people did. But I'm gonna go ahead and check out another building, just a normal shed that has nothing in it, and see how those windows and how the doors look on that one as well. All right, people, comment down below and let me know what you think of this building. I'm gonna take you over here. This one is one that I showed in my other video last time. It looks like it was a little tool shed. It's really muddy out here, so bear with me. But this one also has the door open in it. Let me take you inside real quick and show you. This one doesn't look too bad. The windows all seem to be fine. As you can see, doesn't look like any wet spots. But this is the one I thought was interesting. There's just tons of nails and screws all over the walls. That's not water leaking. It looks like oil stains in here. I believe this one was somebody's little workshop that they had. Probably had a mower or something in here. It's a double doors, they both open. I can't fault the company on this one. That may be rain, but this door was open when I got here, so. This one doesn't look bad overall. So here's another one that I showed you guys in my other video. This is a repo. This is the one that smells like ass, like cigarettes and ass. Let me go inside and see how these windows are holding up. The door was open on here, but yeah, still smells like ass in here. But this window over here looks to be keeping the water out. Not bad. Like I said, this window's a little bit better than the very first one we saw. None of these are double pane though, so I would definitely recommend that to hold in your heat and your AC. Looks like everything up there is pretty dry. Looks like nothing's leaking in this one. So this is where the front door is. Like I said, this door was open, but it seems to be a common thing with a lot of these doors and the frames leaking. So comment down below if you've had the same problem with your shed leaking at the door or the windows, what you did to fix them. If you've complained to the company, ask them questions, see what they say about it. But I see this big orange building with that nasty trim on it. I'm gonna go check that one out and see if there's any leaks on that building. Like I said in my other video, I'm not sure why they decided to paint the building orange and have this baby blue trim. I don't get it, people. This one's got windows up top in the lofts as well. But this one over here doesn't seem to be leaking. The door's wide open right now. The floor looks pretty decent on here. I'm gonna take you in and let's check out the windows on this one. This one seems to be doing really good. They have all the windows open in this building for ventilation, I suppose. But over here, actually there's one closed and one open. This one looks pretty good as well. And then this one looks to have a little bit of water right here, but nothing too crazy. Down below over here, looks like somebody was smoking in here. No water damage below. Now there does look to be a little bit of water damage over here on the side. It looks like this is right next to one of the doors. This is actually, I guess, the side part of the door. A little bit of mud and water down there, and then just a little bit of water damage here. Now this window over here is facing a different direction. This might have been getting all the rain because it looks like all this has been wet all along here. And then down here on the floor too. Like I said, each window's different. It just could have been how they put this specific one in. Now this is the bottom part of the loft. There's definitely some water damage up there. Not sure where it's coming from, but that whole board looks like it's been wet. Now this one's definitely been a repo. I am not a fan of this siding on here. It just looks old. As soon as it rains, it just starts to look nasty. Down here you can see. Seems like you have to constantly pressure wash this and treat the sides and stuff, but this whole thing just looks old. I don't know how old it is, but I was never a fan of this kind of siding for any of the sheds. All right, so we're gonna walk into this one. It's got a double door in it. This one looks like they were getting ready to do a she shed or something. Got insulation up. That looks like it's been wet before. It's all black. The insulation looks a little crappy though, but the actual building itself, well, I may have spoke too soon. This area right here looks like it's wet. It's been wet before. I'm not even sure if this one's a Derksen shed or not. It's just out here, but up here too above the door. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but definitely water damage up there as well. And then a lot of water damage up here at the top as well, right where that vent is. This one definitely looks like it's been here a little while. So I'm not trying to knock this company at all. I love my Derksen shed. I would just recommend putting your own windows in. That way you know that it's done right. You can get your double pane windows. These are just the cheaper windows. And for the price that they charge for each of those windows, you might as well just go to Home Depot and just do it yourself. So, all right, people, comment down below if you've had the same issues. I know I've been asked probably, I don't know, a couple dozen times on some of my other videos what we did to stop the rain or any of our doors leaking. So I want to just come out here and just show you guys what they look like on the lot. Comment down below, let us know what you did to fix yours or if you've had the same issues. I hope this video helped you guys out. I wasn't trying to just be nitpicky on everything. I just want to show you exactly what they had on the lot. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.